So, Hedy, there we are again. Number 5.
Oh yeah, who would have thought that? Number 5 already, and there is so much more to tell.
But to be honest, to me, it feels like we haven't even started.
I can imagine, yes. What we've said and done up till now is more an introduction
It is.
to the concept,
Yeah.
right? With some juicy stories, with my experiences, some of your experiences, and not really the serious matters yet.
No, and we talked about it already, right? Network marketing has a lot to do with personal development. So let's dive into that a bit more.
Okay. Which part would you like to dive in then?
Oh, there's so much. Okay, so in podcast 3, we were talking about who you need to be successful within network marketing, right?
Yes.
So network marketing is for everyone, but not everyone is
fit
for network marketing indeed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So what kind of a person do you need to be? What are you looking at? If you're building your team, if you're interviewing new people, because that's what you do, right?
Yes.
You don't get everybody just, hey, come to me, I have something great and let's start, but you really interview people.
When it comes to team building, yes, absolutely. And the first part that I do is asking what is important for you.
For me, that's the question.
That's the question that I ask to the person that is interested in joining me in my company. What's important for you?
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, what's important to you?
To me, what's important is freedom, financial freedom, but also the freedom just to be able to do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it, where I want to do it. And
what else?
Well, family and friends are very important to me. And yeah, I just love to go on holiday, city trips, abroad.
Why is that important to you?
Which one?
The holidays and city trips?
Because I get to meet new cultures. That's very interesting. See new customs, how people live in other countries. Things that are so normal to us aren't normal over there, and the other way around. And that's, yeah.
Why is that important to you?
Well, I live in the with the idea that everything is connected energetically, right? So everyone on this planet is connected to each other. So whatever happens in other countries also affects me, as well as what I do affects all the rest of the world, the butterfly effect, right? And maybe you can't see everything right now, like we're talking here, and it has an effect on the world, and you don't see it because you can't always see the effect it has, but it's there. So that's why that's so important to me.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I'm in love with the world.
How can you be in love with the world? Are you also in love with yourself?
Oh, yeah. Most of the times, that's yeah.
That's what I want to find out. If you have enough self-love to be able to love the people you will probably go and work with. It is an emotional business. You feel emotions. I told it already before. If you are a loving person, oh my God, everybody's gonna love you. And if you are an angry person, you will experience the anger quadruple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the same with frustration, because you're gonna meet all these emotions. And as long as you keep loving yourself and putting yourself on the first place, you will manage it. But if your self-esteem is low, then you won't make it very successful unless you're willing to learn the hard way.
But that's not only in network marketing, right?
No, but that's what hits you in the face when you work with network marketing, within the network marketing company.
Yeah.
Because you have to deal with many kinds of people, people with different mindsets, talk a different language, for example. And yes, part of the personal development that I watch from the beginning is, what are your values? For example, my value is integrity. The most important value that I have is integrity and honesty and the feeling for justice. That's top. Of course, I have my family, my kids, my grandkids. They are also important to me, but within the network marketing concept, they come on a lower
level.
Let's say level 4 instead of level 1. In my daily life, that's completely different. Whatever I do, I want to have the feeling that I am integer, that I do it with integrity. Otherwise, it's a no-no for me. And it's the same when I discover somebody else is not integer or has no integrity at all. I prefer not to. I prefer to keep that person on a distance. I don't want that energy coming towards me.
Makes sense.
So,
is there anything else you look for in a person?
Yeah, some qualities, character traits, of course. They must be willing, coachable. They must be, how do you say that in English?
Say it in Dutch and I can help you.
Yes, they must be willing to learn, and relearn things that I've learned in the past and forgotten.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Is that so? And beside that, it has to be top quality experience for them.
What do you mean by that?
Well, also back to Tony Robbins. He has 4 classes of experiences, and a top class experience is a first class experience is when you do something, it has to feel good. It has to feel good. When I do something, it has to feel good for me. Then the next question, is it good for me? And the question after that, is it good for others? And the last question is, does it serve the greater good? Now translate that to the network marketing concept. Network marketing is good for me because I love the concept. Now I'm introduced into a company, then I can ask, is that company good for me? Is the product good for me? Is the reward system good for me? Or the so-called compensation plan good for me? Is it also good for others? The answer is yes, yes, yes. Oh, I'm on my way. Does it serve the greater good? Then it's a top class experience. If the answer is yes, yes, yes. If one of the answers is no, then it's not a top class experience. I have a choice. I can work on it to make it all yeses, or I can draw myself back.
So if you're interviewing someone, you're asking that person whether this would be a top class experience for that person?
Not yet in the beginning.
Okay.
That's the question I ask myself when I am introduced. When I interview a person, of course I want them to tell something about themselves, their reason, but I also want to know what is most important to them in life, because they are not yet in network marketing. And then I keep on asking to find out which dominant emotions play a role. And if the person loves himself. Because you can't love somebody else if you don't have enough love for yourself.
Makes sense. Okay. And you talked about the greater good.
Yeah.
Can you tell a bit more?
Do you contribute to a better quality of life for everyone? You mentioned your connection with everyone on the planet. The greater good for me is, can this be spread out with integrity, of course, with honesty, within the laws, that serves the greater good.
And with that you mean like the products or the services?
All of it.
Okay.
It has to serve the greater good, let's say for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I hope the listener gets that too.
Otherwise, just pop the question below.
I forget that you still do those things. I mean, I'm sitting here telling my story and you do all the work on the back.
Yeah.
Which I'm grateful for, but you know that.
I know.
And we have a lot of fun together.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we do. So what I also see as the greater good is when you go into this personal development and people, if they haven't yet, start loving themselves or find it easier to handle the world, because it can be very difficult sometimes for people, right? Depending on what stage they're in, what job they're in, or what life circumstance they're in. So if you work with people on that personal development and that person just understands it a bit better or understands him or herself a bit better, I just believe that is, to me, that's the best thing you can do for the greater good, because that makes the world
absolutely.
a better
We're
place.
saying the same thing with different words.
Yeah.
But that is if Tony Robbins once said in one of his live events, if you can touch one person's life while you are alive, your life had a meaning to serve the greater good.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, okay, one
person's
person's in your life. What about one person a year, one person a month, and so on? And that's what, for me, means the greater good.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know, we don't know where this will go.
So true.
You're just doing me a favor. After I did you a favor first that you never expected I would do.
That's so true. Hedy was referring to an online event I did last year where she was one of the speakers.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And that's that had an enormous impact on me, and that made me decide, okay, I'll go public even if it is online. Yeah, because normally I go public on stage.
Yeah, it was not as scary as you thought, right?
No. Well, I had my reason, of course, not to do it, but I stepped over it. I think I dare to believe that somehow I'm serving the greater good by doing this.
Yeah, and you wanted to leave your legacy.
Exactly.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
So, another thing that just popped up. I heard, and you're a fact person, so you can tell me whether that's right or wrong, that within network marketing, only 2% of people are really building an organization. What do the other ones do?
Well, what the other ones do is not building an organization. It's a fact. I learned that last year with Eric Worre. He's even more fact studier than I am, because he's more famous than I am. But he explained that 2% of the people that are getting involved with network marketing are building teams. Only 2%. And there are more facts to come in future episodes. And he mentioned at this moment there are 200 million network marketeers in the world. And out of that 200 million, only 100 million joined in the past year.
Oh, wow.
And
that's
he said,
half of it.
And before the year is over, next year, 80% has left.
Amazing.
Yeah, because they got the taste. And he explained that people get the taste, think, oh, I can do that. And then it turned out it's hard work. You meet yourself you have to face yourself in the mirror, or life gets in the way or whatever, and they drop out of the network. They may use the service or the product that's beside the network, and
become a preferred customer instead of building.
Or they drop out at all, out of the system. And
I think that's also kind of due to, when you talk with people about network marketing, you mostly talk about people who are inside network marketing already. Otherwise, you're not so easy talking to others about it. But most of the time, when you talk to someone, he wants to get you inside his or her network.
Mm-hmm.
And so the promises, or not really the promises, but what they tell, they make it seem so easy that you think, oh, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you learn there's so much more to it. And that's such a pity, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's the hype. Most of the time, it's the hype. You can make extra money and get rich quick and so on. I don't believe in that. There was a time that I thought it was that, but not anymore. And that's exactly the reason why I'm now in a time of my life that I can interview people.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't need people in my team.
Yeah.
It's nice if I can help people in my team to grow, but it's not, oh, I must have you.
Yeah.
I have to sign you up. I'm totally different.
I need to pay my bills.
Yeah, that was in the past.
Yeah.
Now I've changed.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to add to this episode?
Well, is there anything else you would like to ask? Was I clear enough that interaction and personal conversation is very important?
Yeah, the interviewing you do
and
with people.
Looking each other in the eye, sitting together around tea and cake and discuss certain things. I'm not a big fan of doing everything online. Well, you know, I'm a dinosaur.
Yeah, you do say that, but next to that, you do have teams all over the world.
Yeah.
So how?
But I don't sponsor all over the world.
Okay.
You see? Through the connections,
Yeah.
they come to know me, and through the trips we make, we become friends. That's what I forgot to say. The most valuable gift in network marketing are the friends that you keep long after the company, the products, or whatever. The friends. I have friendships from years ago. They are not even involved in network marketing anymore.
Yeah.
But we are very close friends. And that's what I keep telling people. The friendships. Don't betray on your friends.
Sorry.
Because you make new friends and your reputation is worth everything.
Yeah. So true.
So do I have to add something to that? I don't think so.
I think it's a very nice ending to this episode.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And see you at the next. Bye bye.
Yes.